So, Mr. Soni, my first question to you, and this is a question which is often asked by a student. What has been your journey in finance? So, how did you come into this? What was your educational background? And what has been your progress towards what you have become today? So, what's the journey like?
Sure. So I was basically a science graduate
Mhm.
and had no dream of coming into financial services. But I think after I finished my BSc and did not qualify for the pre-engineering test,
Mhm.
I was left with no choice but to look for a course in accounting, which was chartered accountant at that point of time. And I'm actually glad that I chose that because that equipped me with analytical skills, ability to read balance sheet and understand the financial market. And thereafter, I got a break into the financial services sector, particularly mutual fund back in 93.
Okay.
Then, of course, it was an emerging area. There was very few mutual funds around, and I started with SBI Mutual Fund, which was one of the first wave of public sector banks who came into the mutual fund industry. And it's been an exciting, exhilarating learning journey, learning on the job, developing skills, getting to know companies, and that is something that has helped me in good stead all the while. The beauty of this particular field is, and I would encourage more and more students to take it up, is that you're a lifetime learner and markets are a great leveler. You learn every day something new, and both in terms of, let's say, interest in the subject as well as your progress, I think this industry offers you an amazing opportunity to grow in this field. And as India goes from being a $4 trillion economy to $25 trillion economy over the next 25 years, we see a huge potential for growth. And as the economy grows, financial markets will expand, the opportunities for professionals in this field will grow dramatically.
So, if I can ask you to sum up your three major learnings over your career period, not only to finance, what would you say? These are my greatest learnings, and this, मतलब ये आपका निचोड़ है करियर में.
So, तीन चीजें. Number one, all of us underestimate the long-term impact and overestimate the short-term trends. 20 years back, I could not have imagined this industry would grow 50 times in the next 20 years. We were probably more too focused on the next 6 months, next 1 year. So please focus on long term, and long term of this country is huge. Number two, when you're dealing with markets, volatility is nothing but an opportunity spelt differently. So don't be scared of volatility. Take advantage of volatility. If the markets fall down, be happy that you have more money to invest. You are getting companies cheaper. So make volatility your friend. Learn to live with it. Market is not going to become non-volatile. It's not going to change its nature. But you need to be able to adapt and take advantage of it. And third thing, if I were to say, this is one area where more action does not mean better outcome. So you don't have to come into the market every day and trade. If anything, that will destroy wealth. Money is not made in buying or selling. It is made in staying invested. It's made in waiting patiently and staying invested.
So we all learn some lessons about money in our childhood when we are kids. So what were the lessons you learned in your childhood and which stood you good in later part when you were earning, investing and saving?
So I think I come from Marwadi family,
Right.
and money is something that runs in our family quite a bit in the community, and my family is a business community. So I think all of us, right from inception, used to know quite well about the role of money, how important it is in life to strive and reach a certain level. At the same time, I also got grounding from my grandfather, who was a great philanthropist, and he created a lot of facilities for poor people, like a dharmshala and building temples and all that. Money is nothing but a means to an end,
Great.
rather than just an end in itself. So one, importance of it, and second, to be able to use it for a greater purpose.
Great. So, what message would you like to give to people who are wanting to enter into this field about both the opportunity in the field and the skills required so that they can be better groomed to enter into the field?
Sure. In terms of the opportunity, I think India presents one of the best opportunities that you can have at any point of time in any other country. And why am I saying it? This is a country where over the last 25 years, we have grown from $400 billion economy to, let's say, about close to $4 trillion economy. And per capita income has grown from $400 to $2,500. So that's grown 6 times. But over the same period of time, the industries like mutual fund, wealth management industries have grown 50, 75 times. So when your economy grows, there is a disproportionate multiplier effect of the growth in this industry itself.
Right.
Because when people have more money, they save more. They're not going to eat more than what they are eating, but they're going to save and they're going to invest.
Right.
So you are at a spot in this industry where the future looks extremely bright. The other message that I would give is what I said earlier is basically stay focused on long term. Don't go after selling a short term idea to client just because it pays higher commission or just because it may be the latest trend. Think of it as a slightly longer term approach. Get your clients to invest for long term. Also be upfront with them in terms of the risk that any investment entails. That's the only way you build confidence, that's the only way you build trust, and that's the only way you build a long-term business. Potential is huge. Do it the right way. Educate yourself. Partner with the institutions like yours so that they are able to continually upgrade, because markets are dynamic. They're going to change every now and then, and knowledge is your power. Use it sensibly, use it responsibly, and make this country as well as your clients a lot richer.
Great. So you would be hiring a lot of people, right? What do you look in a person before hiring? What are your go-to things that if I find this is the person to be part of my team or my company?
Sure. So there are essentially two essential things that we look for: skill and attitude. Uh, Skill is basically the whether you know what is needed to perform the task.
Right.
And second, which is equally or probably more important, is do you have the right attitude to succeed?
Right.
So attitude meaning your work ethics, your sincerity, as well as your ability to collaborate with co-workers
Right.
and work together.
Right.
So those are the two important aspects that we should look at. The skill is something that people can come to you and get it.
Right.
And attitude is something that you need to build.
Right.
It's a habit. You have to be really passionate, you have to be really working hard and giving what you have in order to achieve your goal.
So we have a certification called Chartered Wealth Manager, which is a holistic certification to wealth management. What role do certifications like Chartered Wealth Management play in building careers for people who are already there in the industry and also people who want to enter into the industry?
Sure. I think all of us need skilling to be able to do the task. And to that extent, Chartered Wealth Manager is a course which enables a newcomer to understand the nuances of this business and equips him to be able to build his career. For somebody who's already has a practice, also I think getting some kind of a formal training is certainly useful to be able to take out some time from your day to upskill yourself. As it is said, the best investment is investment in yourself.
Okay.
So while we are imparting investment advice to people, are we investing in ourselves to upgrade our knowledge, to keep ourselves abreast? Because that's the only way we'll be able to deliver to the clients.
CWM sahi hai.
CWM sahi hai.
Thank you.